Green flag, green flag, green flag. Underway now for the third round, and the main race begins. 3 wide in the back is Casper, Ilham, and Vitor go side by side, but it's Eamon against Mike Van Dorn as they are going into one. Still side by side, but Van Dorn off the track into the grass, loses a bit of time. He makes contact with Casper as he heads on back to the circuit. That was a really bad rejoin from him as he tried to head back over, but nonetheless, though, it's ruined his opportunity in the early stages of this one. But still, a long race to go. Side by side, Vitor Zeno enters second place with Peter Sabot up to third. It's been a horror show for the rest of the Cupras down the order. Rule Partab and Martin Webster, 2 Guyanese going side by side as they go through. And Partab has been touched. Somebody's made contact. The rear end and everything's been shattered on that car. Now, Lesmana and Sabot side by side with Lesmana on the inside. But Lesmana, really bad line, and this is going to allow Peter Sabot to get close. Contact is made just on the tail end of that car, and they're still side by side as they head up the hill onto the main straight into turn 1. Driver Vitor Ribeiro is now holding off a heap of cars in the Hyundai. You got to imagine, is that just overdriving why the rear end has been stepping out constantly, but he's really got the pressure under him because Eamon has already opened up a gap of almost 2 seconds. But as they head into the final corner, Vitor's got it all wrong, and now here comes Lesmana as he just about goes through. Vitor saves it. Now Casper trying to go through. Ilham gets the move. Casper side by side with the Hyundai, and they head into one once again, and Casper has gotten the move. It's gone from bad to worse. In one corner, he's lost 2 positions, and, well, that's the consequences from missing the apex, and the nightmare looks to continue because the Audi goes side by side. We look on board with Lacey as they go into the hairpin section. Peter's got the move, and now Lacey can have a chance. Vitor's car is all over the place in the grass, back on track, and now as Lacey looking for a move on the outside, it's going to be very risky. Can she hold on and try to catch up to her teammate who's currently in P1? She's side by side with Vitor, and the man who was currently sitting second place this time by 1 lap ago has gone down to 6th, and it's gonna get worse as she makes contact with Lacey, loses some time, and DP comes through to take home P6 because now Vitor has been shuffled down another place. And you see Danny Nasir makes the drive-through work, and now Peter Sabot and Gasper Taziaki come in together for their pit stops. Both of them come in very safe, and now it's going to be a true race of pit exit as Vitor is going to inherit the race lead, and the crowd's going to absolutely love it seeing their main man on top. Eamon is going to inherit P2. He's your net race leader at this point. But now we look at Casper, and he tries to exit pit lane. Ilham Lesmana now on the front straight. It's going to be a bit of a race because remember, he's ahead of all of these drivers who are currently in the pits. Look to your left-hand side. There's Peter Sabot, and there's the man who's been battling Casper Taziaki, and Taziaki's got the undercut. Taziaki has got the undercut on Lesmana. And now Lesmana has to battle on between himself and Peter Sabot. One thing's for sure as well, Lacey also losing out time. That's the real killer around here. But this is your big talking point. The undercut from Taziaki. That's what I said. This race is going to be all about the pit stops for how close they were running through. It's a brilliant stop from the Castro crew. They have kept their man, Casper Taziaki, ahead, and he is up to a net P2. 11 minutes to go, and still quite a bit of racing left for it. But as it stands right now, nothing can be done. 3 minutes left. Then you gotta wonder, can Lesmana hold on as they head into the hairpin again? Looking to the inside, Sabot has caught him off guard. He's got the inside run. Can he hold on? Yes, he can, because Lesmana runs off the track. Peter Sabot is up to 3rd place. Peter's got 3 minutes if he wants to challenge the Castro car ahead, but now it's damage limitation for Ilham Lesmana. He lost P2 over the undercut strategy, and now he's lost P3 on track. It cannot get worse than this, but he might be able to secure back P3. Can he? He missed the apex, and now Lacey Fancher, the lady of CMRSC, looks to potentially find herself up to 4th. Lesmana's running down the order. It's nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare at the end of this one, praying that a mistake happens, but not to himself, because he's gone just a bit wide. Lacey Fancher on the outside will turn it to the inside of the hairpin. She tucks back in. Does she dive it anyways? The American goes down the inside. Almost contact. They keep respectable racing. Lacey has got the move done in the hairpin. She's up to 4th. The nightmare for Lesmana. He's gone down to 5th. But we are on the final lap of this race. Eamon Aspire has 23 seconds left to go, aka he's on the last lap. And Peter Sabot did not have the best of exits. Lacey could potentially find herself on the podium, side by side, heading into 1. There was contact, and Lacey has found herself on the podium. A race of a lifetime heading into the final battle of this race. Peter Sabot loses out of the podium, wants to get it back desperately. The hairpin, will it do? Heading on to the inside, Lacey defends it and really creating a roadblock nowhere that Peter Sabot can go through. We're on the final lap, however, and around the final corner. Eamon Aspire has jumped back from a hiatus from CMRSC, and he will take victory in the main race. Teziaki will finish 2nd, but the battle is down to this. Wait, where's he gone? Where's he gone? Peter Sabot has something has gone horribly wrong for him. A mistake has happened for him. That is huge. Teziaki will finish 2nd. Lacey will be 3rd, Lesmana will be 4th, 5th will be Ribeiro, 6th will be Peter Sabot. What happened to Peter coming to the end of the Brazilian main race? He was on the podium. He was in 2nd as they headed to the final lap of this one. Peter's finished himself on 6th place. We don't have a replay. We don't know what happened. That is a huge, huge shame for him there. 3, 2, 1... Let's go racing! Here for the sprint. So it's Roll Pratab on top. Danny Nasir, slow start. Rule's gone. And now we go down the order here as Teziaki and Van Dorn side by side. Peter Sabot behind him. Eamon Aspire got the jump on Danny as well. Into turn 2. Van Dorn is going to have no weight on his car, but so is Roll Pratab. Roll Pratab in last week's race, well, he was leading at the start and it all went downhill from here. But as we see Peter Sabot go down the inside of Casper, Teziaki, Eamon Aspire also trying to find a move past Teziaki. They're all battling hard. Now Raul with a 2nd opportunity. Battling and defending for the race lead. Needs to hold on to the inside line, and he does so. Van Dorn forced to go wide. And it's going to really hamper his line, but he just about is able to tuck back in. Oh, a little bit of lift, bumping him, bumping Partab, and it's going to allow a little bit of a speed boost there for the Guyanese. And meanwhile, Peter Sabot just behind them. Remember, he had a really bad showing out on the final lap. So he is going to be in this battle here for the race lead. Partab defends the inside, and whoa, look at that. Roll Partab going a little bit deep. He lost the position. Van Dorn tries to go through, and almost can he, but Roll Partab still able to hold on, and Aspire also in there. Peter Sabot in there. Peter taps him. Roll's been countered and taken out. Roll Partab a sitting duck, and that is so unfortunate. Bumper cars. Oh man, you gotta feel for Roll Partab. He didn't do nothing. He did absolutely nothing to get taken out there. And now, Eamon, Peter, Mike, all battling hard. But Peter Sabot, in the closing stages of the sprint race, the struggles of the main race, it all comes down to the final corner. All he has to do is nail the exit, and Peter Sabot for Audi. Nobody since the Audi can do it, but he has now. Peter Sabot for Audi wins the sprint, followed by Eamon. A best result for a driver who's taken the race win in the main and now the sprint. Didi Nasir with a P3 result. Can you believe it? Roll part tab. He's not gonna like finishing where he finishes right now, because he was just bumped into, not by Mike Van Dorn, not by Peter Sabot, but it was a 4-car battle that just hit each other, and it all went backwards. Your race winner, who's found himself with a cracked windscreen, it's Peter Sabot.